I want to start with a simple, unsettling question. When did survival become a crime? Across the country, governments treat homelessness like a public nuisance rather than a crisis to be solved. Sleeping on a sidewalk, resting in a park, asking for help, existing without a fixed address. These are turning into citations, arrests, displacement, and harassment. That's not public safety. That's criminalizing poverty. Here's the truth I keep coming back to. Most people on the street didn't choose it. Housing costs exploded. Medical debt piled up. Jobs vanished. People fled abuse. Systems failed. And instead of tackling those causes, cities are making it illegal to be unhoused. So what does that look like? Bans on sleeping or camping in public spaces. Anti-panhandling ordinances. Sweeps that strip tents, IDs, medications, everything. Arrests for loitering. Fines no one can pay. The result? People already on the edge are pushed off the cliff. Let me be blunt. Punishment doesn't solve homelessness. It entrenches it. A ticket for sleeping outside doesn't magically turn into a lease. It turns into a court date. It turns into a warrant. It turns into a record. That record becomes a locked door on jobs, on apartments, on services, on mental health care. Meanwhile, taxpayers foot a bigger bill for policing, courts, and jail than it would cost to provide housing and support. That's not just cruel, it's wasteful. And those cleanups you see, the encampment sweeps, they don't solve anything. They scatter people. They destroy property. They disrupt outreach. They push folks into more hidden, dangerous places. Out of sight isn't solved. It's ignored. Let's be clear about the cause. Homelessness exists because rent outpaced wages. Affordable housing is scarce. Safety nets are frayed. Mental health and addiction services are underfunded. Criminalizing homelessness flips the script, blaming people for the systems that failed them. That's not leadership. That's avoidance. Every law that punishes homelessness says, your suffering is inconvenient. That mindset erodes empathy and normalizes the idea that some people deserve fewer rights because they're poor. A decent society is measured by how it treats the most vulnerable, not how quickly it can sweep them away. There's a better path. Housing first programs, real mental health and addiction treatment, safe, dignified shelter options, employment and re-entry support, outreach instead of enforcement. These reduce homelessness and cost less. So here's the question I can't shake. If being poor, unhoused, or desperate is now illegal, who's safe next? Criminalizing homelessness doesn't make communities stronger. It makes them colder. It makes them more divided. It makes them less humane. This isn't about politics. It's about dignity. If you care about safety, fund housing. If you care about order, fund services. If you care about people, stop making survival a crime.